G'day, Josh here with another Chest Rush video. I am on the official Chest Rush Facebook page right now, and we have some patch notes that have hit. Season 2 balance update, 30 minutes ago this dropped as of the time of recording, so let's jump in and break down exactly what's going to be changing. Greetings, Grandmasters. As we've mentioned previously, the devs have been actively listening to the community feedback regarding the current balance of the game following the recent update. After careful consideration and review of important match data and statistics, the team has decided to launch a balance update which will go live later today. Here are the details. So I have a few things to break down, starting with hero adjustments. So Everbloom's summon or Everbloom's pet, the devouring plant, will have its max HP increased across all star ratings. You can see the exact numbers there. Lightbringer's Holy Light's base damage is going to be decreased, and the charging bonus will also be decreased. So the way that Lightbringer's ability works is it's a 3-second charge time that adds on additional damage to the base. If it is interrupted, it fires off immediately. So now the max damage that it is going to be dealing is significantly less, as it's affected both the base damage and the charging bonus. Both of those have been nerfed. So Lightbringer is not going to be as OP as she once was. I don't think this has completely killed her though. I think she's still going to be pretty strong, but just not as incredibly strong as she was. Sword Dancer's Phantom Formation stacks. These are the little daggers that hover around her shield. They have increased at each star rating by 2, from 468 to 6810. So Sword Dancer will get a touch stronger in terms of the attack damage that she's putting out when she triggers her ability. Not a big change there, but a decent one, because her going to Legendary definitely nerfed Assassins overall, so I don't mind that at all. Then Night Owl's max HP is increasing across all star ratings. No, not changing at all at 1 star actually, just increasing at 2 and 3 star. There we go. Only a slight increase at 2 star, but a much bigger one at 3 star. The Summon Night Owl Spirit also having the HP increased at 2 and 3 star ratings there as well. And Evergreen, another Druid, also having max HP increase slightly at 2 star and a little bit more significantly at 3 star. So that is nice, because Druids have been pretty weak for a while now. When the game first started, they were one of the best combos in the game, and they got pretty heavily nerfed to oblivion for most builds. But maybe they'll have a little bit of a comeback, a resurgence with these slight buffs here for some of the Druids. Everbloom, Night Owl, and Evergreen all getting a buff there. Then combo adjustments. So a Goblin combo, which was 4 goblins, was 35 attack speed for all allies, and an additional 35 attack speed for ally goblins has now been increased to 50 attack speed increase for all allies, and an additional 50 for ally goblins. So that certainly makes goblins a little bit more viable, which I really, really like. And then the Sorcerer combo here has actually had a little bit of a nerf, which was required. Sorcerers were basically the strongest combo in the game, given the changes that were made coming into Season 2. So when you do have 6 Sorcerers, essentially the doubling of the ability power is only going to be an 80% increase. So instead of being 100% increase, it's now an 80% increase. So you're losing about 20% of your ability power coming out of those Sorcerers, which basically means that they're 1/5 weaker, which is pretty significant. So I think that probably sounds about right in terms of the edge that they needed they need to have a bit of an edge taken off them. 20% feels about right, although Lightbringer did receive an individual nerf as well. So it's going to be very interesting jumping into game and experiencing it for myself, seeing if it's too much, not enough, or exactly the right balance there. And then finally, this one's a little bit of a nerf to beasts overall. At the end of the match, each surviving pet, the summons, will deal 1 damage to the defeated character. So the later on the game went, that actually started to increase. So now it will just be a static 1 damage across the board for all summons at the end of a match, no matter what round you are in. So I don't think that's a significant change to beasts, but it might just affect them a little bit late game. But then hopefully the buff to Night Owl and some of the other Druids will help there a little bit, because often you do run Druids and beasts together. And that basically wraps up the patch notes. There wasn't too much. The main meat of that being that Sorcerers have been nerfed. And it'll be very interesting to see if it's enough or if it's too much. Balancing patches are all about trying to make the meta as balanced as possible, and so be very interesting to see whether this is the perfect amount or not. Let me know what you think of these changes in the comments down below. If there's any specific hero or combo you think needs nerfing or buffing, leave those suggestions down in the comments below as well. Thank you for checking out this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content.